Loaners! Welcome back to our channel. I'm Brandy Romero.
And I'm Carly Ventura.
And we are
the Loaner.Ladies.
Welcome back to Mondays with Matt, where we're talking all about appraisals. For those of you who haven't seen our last few episodes, Matt is our great friend and a local appraiser here in the state of Utah. This week we'll be talking all about who can speak to an appraiser during the appraisal process and asking Matt's professional opinion on appraised value. So with that, let's get right into it.
So Matt, in your professional opinion, when homes appraise for higher or lower than the sales price on the contract, do you suggest that the buyer continue to purchase that home?
Yeah, so
loaded question, I know.
it is. It's a little loaded. It's something that we really don't do on advising. Now we can do an appraisal consulting assignment where that's exactly what we do is advising. But I think sometimes it has a lot more to do with whether or not you should purchase the property on value.
Yeah.
If it's really out of bounds, like the appraised value is a lot lower than the contract price, then it should be a very serious look.
Yeah. So let's say like $100,000 lower.
Right. Yeah. And
that's pretty significant.
Exactly. And that would be something you really need to look into, see if you're committed to that.
Yeah.
But what I would advise is your agent and your loan officer, they're going to know your circumstances much better than I am.
Yeah.
So you've hired these professionals to work for you, and they're professionals. You guys know what you're doing. Your agent should represent you very well and go over the pros and cons, and that's what I would do, is speak with them about it.
Yeah, that's where Brandy and I can definitely come into play and take a look at your financial situation and definitely, see if that's what's going to work for you. If that's not what your financial goals are, obviously we're going to be super honest with you and lead you in the right direction, but ultimately it's your choice at the end of the day, and we're just all here to guide you in the right direction. So
absolutely. Yeah. That's a great ending for that, and it leads me into my next question. Can a buyer talk to you or an appraiser during their appraisal process?
Sure. We get to talk to buyers or borrowers, really, like if you're refinancing a property or whatever. We just can't get into the particulars of the appraisal. The client confidentiality laws don't allow us to do that. We definitely can't talk about value or comparable selection, those types of things. But what we do talk to them about every once in a while are repairs. So like if it's an FHA loan and they're a little confused on what repairs actually have to be made or how they make those repairs, we talk to them about that often.
Really nice. And as a lender, am I able to reach out to you during the appraisal process?
Yeah, absolutely. And sometimes you should. Sometimes you need to, or sometimes I need to reach out to you so I can figure out how to handle a particular situation in an appraisal. Some lenders have different overlays than other lenders, and believe it or not, a lot of properties are not cut and dry.
Yeah.
There's a lot that goes into it. So yeah, we can talk about things. It's another thing where we can't talk about value. We can talk about the appraisal a little bit,
yeah,
but we can't talk about value.
Yeah, we cannot steer our appraisals in one direction, or our appraisers in one direction or another. So just know that. All honest lending here.
All honest, the fair way.
The fair way, exactly.
Right.
Matt, we just want to say thank you again so much for coming and joining the Loaner.Ladies and being here for Mondays with Matt. This is going to be a wrap on this week's episode, so make sure you stay tuned for next week's episode, where we will be discussing features of homes that add value to your appraisal, aspects of homes that can negatively affect your appraisal, and Matt's take on the current market. Also, make sure that you like, comment, subscribe to our Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube channels so that you don't miss out on anything Loaner.Ladies. And with that, see you later, Loaners!